This is I do, you do. We're talking about things like tax, tip, and discount when we're changing something by a percentage. So the first one says a rancher had a herd of 220 cows. In the spring, he increased his herd by 35%. How many cows are in his herd after the increase? Again, we really have kind of like a numbers side and a percentage side of this proportion. So 100% is 220 cows, and then they're going to increase it by 35%. This is the increase. If I increase something by 35%, that means I really have 135% of the original. I'll draw you a picture of that. So this time there are 220 cows. Then they find 35%, which is about a third. And then they add that on to it. So we're going to be tacking that on. So it's going to be bigger than 220. Now you could solve it with the 35%, and then you would have to add your answer to 220. Or you can skip right to the 35% more than, which is 135%. Multiply your diagonals, divide by the other one. And your answer then is 297 cows. Dillon's discovered that consumers were not buying hummus because it is tasteless and chalky and should not be eaten by humans, obviously. In an attempt to sell the hummus they had in stock, they offered a 40% discount on all packages of hummus. A package was originally priced $4.80. What is the discounted price? There's the discount. So again, I set up my proportion. If I bought it at 100% price, remember it originally cost $4.80, so I could buy it at full price, 100% price, at $4.80, or right now it's 40% off, right? So you could solve for 40% off and then subtract. Your answer would be $1.92, and then you could subtract $1.92 from $4.80 to get your new price, right? Or the way I like to teach it is if you take off 40%, what's left? 60% is left, right? That's the remaining price, the new price. So if I think about it with a picture again, if this price was $4.80, I take off 40% of it, I'm chopping off that much of it. I don't really want to know the 40% off, I want to know the 60% that's left. So I'm going to skip right to that and get my answer. So I'm going to take 60 times 4.8 and then divide by 100. And that gives you a final answer of $2.88. So remember, the full price was $4.80. They took off this price that we found to be $1.92 over here. And what was left then was $2.88, which is what the question asked. Walmart purchased packages of toilet paper for $5.50 each. Then they marked up the price by 42%. What is the new price of the toilet paper? So again, if you paid the 100% price, you'd be paying $5.50. You could solve 42% of that, but that will be how much they marked it up. That means they're increasing it. So we would actually find 142%, and that would be the new price. So that'd be the new price, that'd be the markup, and then these labels should help you know which one you want to do. If you solved it with the 42, that's fine, but you just need to add that on to 550 to find the new price. I'm going to go ahead and solve with 142, multiply the diagonals, divide by the other one, and the answer you get is $7.81. It started out as $5.50. They wanted to make 42% on it, so they figured out what 42% was, and they tacked that onto the price, and now the new price is $7.81. The last problem, Miss Mice purchased a mechanical bowl that normally cost $3,200 but was on sale for 60% off. How much did Miss Mice spend after 8% sales tax was added to her purchase? Again, it's a percent problem, so I'm going to set up my percent proportion. Now I realize there's two different things that happens here, and so you need to understand that you have to do them as two separate things. You can't say, well, it went down 60 and up 8, so that's the same as down 52%. It's really not, because those would be off two totally different prices. So this started out as a $3,200 item. It's 60% off, so again, you could solve it with 60% and then subtract, or if you take off 60%, thing I always ask is what is 60% less than? It's 40%. So I'm going to solve it with the 40%. That'll get me right to my first answer. That gets me to an answer of $1,280. So my new price is $1,280. And I reset my proportion because now the 100% price is $1,280. The next thing that happens is they charge me 8% sales tax. So again, you can solve it with 8% and then add that on, or you could say, well, 8%, I still have to pay for it, that's 100%, and then 8% sales tax, so I need to pay 108% to do both of those. So I'm ready to multiply with 108 times 1280, and then I divide by the other one. And that gets me to an answer of $1,382.40. That's supposed to be a 1, kind of look like a 7. $1,382.40. Again, a picture of that would be that it started out as this big price of $3,200. They took off 60%. They took off over half of it. Now you only have to pay this smaller amount, which is now that $1,280. And then they found 8% of that and tacked it on to that. So you have to pay 108% of that $1,280, and that full price then is $1,382.40.